Hey, this is Mark watching MTC Media here at Cap 1, wrapping up Georgetown 68-65 win over DePaul. It was as hard fought as you can imagine there today. It was the first half come down to the team that made the least amount of errors. Didn't think that Georgetown was particularly sharp in the first half, especially when it came with, again, having the turnovers, questionable shot selection at times with Jaden Epps, amongst others. It wasn't just him. And on the Paul side, in the first half, they kind of helped them out. They had their own shot issues, and they stayed in it, even though Stubblefield said in his postgame that he thought that they should have been winning at the end of the first half. I felt like they were only in the first half because Deshaun Nelson was so daggum good. Now, Georgetown did end that half with a 7-0 run, which is probably why he said that gave Georgetown the 2-point lead. But, Nelson looked like the best player on the floor in the first half. And in the second half, Nelson gets in foul trouble. He has the back-to-back fouls that gives him 4. Georgetown immediately pushes the lead up to 9. And you think to yourself, all right, this thing's going to get out of control for DePaul. And Stubblefield is going to have to make a difficult decision with trying to get Nelson back in the game early and hope that he didn't pick up his 5th. But Georgetown just did not execute well on offense, and DePaul gets back into this thing, and then next thing you know, the lead is down with 1 before Nelson even has to check back in. Down to 1. And so DePaul climbs back in this thing, gets it down to 1. Georgetown, again, has some execution issues. And then at the end, obviously, after the one free throw made by Brumbaugh, and then he missed the second free throw. It sounds like Cooley was trying to say they were trying to get a foul. They didn't get the foul. Carter has a shot at a 3 to tie the game at the end, and he misses a corner 3. It was a good look. Any coach would take that look in that situation. Any coach would take that look any day of the week, and Georgetown ends up with a 68-65 win. The Hoyas were led by Supreme Cooks 14. Masood had 13, and then Brumbaugh and Epps had 10 apiece. And I thought the Brumbaugh was very good today. If you cannot judge him by his numbers, I know that's a cliche, but every game he's gotten better. And at first it started out with him just getting on the floor with his defense. Now he's contributing on offense. He has the ball in his hand quite a bit. He at times he still struggles with turnovers. I don't think he really struggled with turnovers today. He had 2 today. 2 turnovers in 33 and a half minutes. 33-28, but 33 and a half minutes. So that was much better. I think Epps was the one who led the Hoyas in turnovers. He had 5. He had 2. It was Styles and his 4 turnovers that he had today. I'm having someone move me along here, so sorry about that. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. So as you know, a lot of times when I do these post games, they are switching over the arena. It's obvious that it looks like the Wizards signage is going up, so it's obvious that the Wizards must be playing here tonight. But getting back to it, Georgetown ended up with the 11 turnovers, 4 by Styles, and then a host with 2 after that. But again, Brumbaugh played well. Styles had 6 offensive rebounds, including a huge putback down the stretch. I asked him about his offensive rebounding, and he says effort. I think a lot of times with him, especially where he is on the floor, he's able to snake in because of the angle of where the shot attempt is and the miss. But yeah, it also takes the effort and the toughness to get there. Epps was 4 for 11. Coach Cooley did talk about Epps did get scratched in the eye. If you were wondering, like I was, why they were subbing him out down the stretch, that's why he was subbed out down the stretch. That guy just has bad luck with injuries. It just seems like injuries seem to find him. One of the things I was impressed by was Supreme Cook and Drew Fielder. When you look at it, Cook played 26-43. Fielder played 16-44. They combined for 6 for 10 from the field and 10 for 14 from the free throw line, along with, let's see, the rebounding, 7 rebounds. So if you look at those guys are split minutes at that important post position, when you add up what they did today, especially Spring Cook being 8 for 12 from the free throw line, we're talking about a huge performance. I understand what Cooley said, because I said it throughout the game too. There are some times where Cooks get fouled inside. That's got to be a three-point play. He has to finish that. And that's one of the things that I'm sure they're working on. But his mechanics on the free throw line is so much better. He looks a lot more comfortable. And he looks a lot more confident when he went to the free throw line. And good gracious, Georgetown needed every last one of those free throws. So, coming to this game, neither one of these two teams had Big East wins. So Georgetown gets their first Big East win of the season. Again, 68-65. Warriors pull it off against DePaul. I will see you guys later and at an arena near you.